Hi, Victor Oliver here on the beach yet again. Do I do anything other than wander on beaches? Who knows? The ultimate beach bum. I thought I'd say a few things about the Saturn-Pluto conjunction, which is being associated with the Covid-19 pandemic at the moment. In the past, when Saturn and Pluto have got together in this way, we've had Spanish flu back in the 1918, I think it was, and then the AIDS virus, 1982-ish, that sort of time. This particular conjunction occurred on January the 12th of this year in Capricorn, and it was always going to be a problem. It had been foreseen in a sense for years by a number of astrologers like Andre Barbeau, who actually specifically forecast a pandemic in 2020 because of the Saturn-Pluto conjunction in Capricorn. And this one was particularly nasty because it had other planets as well. The Sun, which we call a planet in astrology, Jupiter, Mercury, which is the communicator. So one knew that whatever it was would be easily communicable. Jupiter too is a communicator. It sort of crosses borders. But there was also the dwarf planet Ceres, which represents food, agriculture. So whatever was going to happen would involve something to do with food. And if you think about what's happening at the moment with this pandemic, the suspicion is that it came from a food market in Wuhan in China. And it's interesting too that in astrology, Pluto rules bats in the symbolism. Make of that what you will. I actually tweeted about this, 4 little simple sentences on Twitter 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I was amazed that it sort of went mini viral, so to speak, to coin a phrase. It had about 400,000 impressions, so there is quite an appetite to kind of understand what's going on, perhaps from a different perspective. You know, got all your experts on television, but they seem to contradict each other a lot. But it's interesting to see this in symbolic terms. And I thought I'd set down a few words on video just to say a bit more about this symbolism. There'd also been the solar eclipse on December the 26th, 2019, which also implicated Saturn and Pluto in Capricorn. It was quite close to the Sun. And as I say, there were these other planets besides. So when you get these big combinations in one sign, there tends to be an indication of a major change, a collapse, a pestilence, or some other event which we could call a black swan event, something that seems to come out of nowhere and overnight changes everything. Of course, this too will pass, as a lot of people are saying, maybe philosophically as a piece of wisdom. But as the planets gradually move towards Aquarius, Saturn's already in Aquarius, but it will move back into Capricorn a bit later this year. But then later in 2020, it moves into Aquarius, where it will meet Jupiter in December, I think December the 19th of this year. And that to me is an indication of a new trend. And that could be that a vaccine is found, or a vaccine is being manufactured and distributed, or that perhaps even that the virus, through social isolation, is in retreat. Who knows? Astrology can't really, script what's going to happen, but it can indicate the trends. And I thought I'd just set it down for anyone who's interested. Anyway, I'm going to carry on with my walk now on the beach. It's beautiful, it's warm. I'm sure everyone is sunbathing illegally. There's a dog about to attack me, I think. There he is, look. There we are. Savage to death. But thank you for listening.